Today, we're going to talk about progress. Progress isn't always linear, even for your favourite bodybuilders on the planet, the people that win multiple Olympias, multiple pro shows, everybody. It is not linear for anyone. You're going to have moments where you don't feel so great, moments where you feel fantastic, moments when things are stepping forwards fantastically, moments when it is the polar opposite of that, and from both physical and mental perspective. So when we talk about progress, we can talk about the gym. If you take myself, for example, obviously I can talk about me because I am me. We've taken my training and we've created for it to be more fitting for what I need. I have now built my mass. It is now about sculpting my physique to be more fitting for the class. So we want a little bit less upper and we want a little bit more volume in the lower body to allow for me not to need to get too lean to the point where then you can see that I have muscle. That probably makes a lot more sense if you're a little bit more experienced within bodybuilding, because I remember when I first started, and if I would have heard that, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Anyway, it makes sense to me. So I train lower body more frequently. People that do wellness, bikini, probably will resonate with this quite well. And maybe even guys that do upper body really frequently, because essentially it's the same, it's just a different body part. So because I train that so frequently, I do a lot of movements that are very similar because I need to progress my glutes. I mean, you don't have millions of different glute exercises, so essentially I'm going to have quite a lot of the movements quite often, very frequently, which is fine. But I just got to get over the fact that not every single day you're going to see a rep progression, a weight progression, and that is okay. That does not mean that you are not stepping forwards. If that was the base essential of you building muscle and being able to make progress physically, I'd be deadlifting 25 plates aside for 59 reps at this point, and it's just not right. So if you are someone who trains a session quite frequently, or a certain lift or a certain body part really frequently, don't be put off if you're not seeing those things progress all the time. For sure, over time you should be seeing some progress, but don't be disheartened if every single session you're not taking a 5 kilo plate extra, a 10 kilo plate extra, a 20 kilo plate extra, 5 more reps with 20 more kilos on the bar that you see your favourite post about. Instagram, social media is a highlight reel. They will only post things that are fantastic. I've tried to come away from that and show more of the raw bodybuilding side of things, in that not everything in terms of progressions are always perfect. My sessions aren't always perfect. Sometimes I'll have a bit of a dodgy lift. I don't let it affect the rest of my session. I get over it, I move on. I don't always take a progression with weight. I don't always take a progression with reps, but I'll always aim to come in, make sure that my sets are quality and that I'm trying to make sure that progress is happening. Don't be disheartened. Progress is not linear in the gym, especially if you're training something very frequently like what I'm doing at the moment with lower body. When I was doing more of a push-pull legs split, where I didn't really do any legs on my pull day and it was just back, did I see more progression happen across all my sessions? Yes, because I wasn't training things as frequently. I'd do a push session and then not for another 5 days would I then really hit my shoulders, chest area. So because I was more recovered, I was able to take progressions more frequently. So if you're the same as me and you're training something a little bit more frequently, don't be put off if progression isn't always happening. Same goes with foods. So people always get put off a little bit with an off season because they're not seeing their food progress every single week. I have it with clients all the time. Shall we push the foods? I'm not seeing the body weight go up a whole lot. We've not changed food for 6 weeks. It's not all about body weight. If you've potentially not started an off season in the best of spots in regards to body composition, don't expect for your food to be pushing. Expect to be kind of holding it at times, because you'll recomp a little bit because potentially you weren't in the best of spots starting with your body composition in the first initial part of the off season to be able to do that. If you find that you're not making changes for 5-6 weeks, look, Kuba set my plan with my foods. post the Olympia, we saw a change about 4 weeks later, and then for another 12 weeks we didn't see another change, because each week my body weight went up between half a kilo, not really close to a kilo, because we don't really need to see body weight go up that fast anymore, because I'm not focusing on building lots of mass, but about half a kilo-ish, maybe a little bit less every single week. So what was the need for me to take a progression? There wasn't. So if you are finding that things at times feel a little bit stagnant, that's just what bodybuilding is. Sometimes it's about repeating the same things, the monotonous work over and over again, and over time that will create physique progression, mindset progression, gym progression. It's not all about push, get fat, because that's not what it's about. So even with progress with foods, that's not always linear as well. Same when it goes for a prep. Sometimes you'll find that they'll make a change. You might not make a change for 10 weeks and your body weight still continues to go down. Sometimes you'll find someone that you actually have to push on more frequently, because you have to make the changes to be able to see the changes. It's just very person specific. So don't be stuck with the idea of, oh, if I'm in an off season, I need to be pushing up the calories every single week, and when I'm in a prep, I need to be pushing them down every single week. It's not what it is. It's whatever your body needs, so you need to adapt based upon your individual needs basis. Same when it comes to your physique. Progress happens over time. If you're someone who wants to cut corners and use lots of anabolics, and I'm speaking to the young females here, like, take your time, be patient. It's not about that. Like, I can honestly say that if I was to actually lay out things that I used, people that understand it wouldn't believe me, and people that don't understand it would probably think, oh my God, she takes anabolics. Sorry, should I say took anabolics? Not anymore. When it comes to your physique progression, again, it's a patience thing. I took time away from the stage. 2 years after I won my pro card, another year elsewhere, etc. Like, I took time off, and I mean off things as well as off from the stage, to be able to keep myself healthy, to be able to make the progress. You don't understand what you're capable of until you actually adhere 100% and are consistent and work hard every single day. I'm not going to blow my own trumpet, because I'm not like that. But if you actually saw the work that got put in, saw the consistency with the foods and the not eating rubbish away from plan, and the commitment to the goal of making sure that we're home at a certain time, to go to bed at a certain time, to keep recovery in a certain place, etc. The things that you should do as a bodybuilder. I'm not saying that I'm an exception to the rule, but those are the things that make you make progress. Sticking to your plan, not overeating, adhering even when you feel hungry, adhering even when you feel full. It does not matter, and bodybuilding does not care about your feelings. Your coach does, and they'll help you through that for sure. I would always help my clients. But if you want to commit to the highest level and you want to be able to achieve great things, and you're thinking about these other things that we've just spoken about, unless you are able to be super adherent, you will not see the progress happen in your physique that you want it to happen. The base essentials of bodybuilding is eat well, train well, recover hard. If you are not doing those things and you're not consistent with them, don't think about the other things, because you're putting your health on the line for no reason. Stick to your plan, be adherent, actually work hard in the gym, in the eating of the meals, in the adhering when you feel hungry, when you feel tired in the prep, and see what actual progress you can make in your physique, because you'll be absolutely shell-shocked at the amount of progress that you can actually create if you commit to your goal. If you liked this video, please feel free to comment below. Please like, share, subscribe. If you like me, or you would like me to cover anything, please feel free to drop a message to me, put a comment below. I'm happy to talk about anything and everything, and if you ever have any questions, feel free to hit me up in my DMs. I'm always there, and I'm always happy to help anybody in need. I remember when I first started bodybuilding and I'd ask people questions and they'd just turn their head and ignore, basically. I'm not like that, and I'm here to help and support anybody who wants to become the best that they can possibly be.